Hey guys, it's Friday. Oh my goodness. I am so excited to hop on here. I put this thing up the other day about I did it live and then I put a post up about so many of us are wanting to take our power back and want to be our own heroes. I was mentioning the Rachel Hollis chapter in her book, A Girl Wash Your Face. It's so good, and it just kind of sparked this conversation. And so I had put up a little poll and about how many people would want to do an EFT tapping round on just letting go of some of this fear of failure, claiming your power, and taking your power back and just being your own hero and all that stuff. But I know this stuff can be scary. If you are someone who is running your own business, or you have a message to share and you're on this journey and you're feeling maybe a little bit scared to show up, scared to take up space, you have a fear of failure, you're worried people are judging you, maybe you're feeling like you're having to shrink, not to make other people uncomfortable. If you're in that space, this tapping round would be awesome for you. And so I just wanted to hop on here and do it. So if you're on here with me live, I would love for you to say hi. I would love for you to comment on what your emotions and your thoughts are on this, where it's sitting in your body. Because the more you guys interact with me, the better these tapping rounds are, because EFT works really well with your own words. Like, it has to resonate with you. So if you're on here, just comment, how are you feeling about showing up, about taking up space, and do you have a fear of failure and judgment on you, for example. So just let me know where you're at with that. And while I'm waiting for people to hop on, let me tell you guys a little bit about what EFT is. So it stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. And hi, oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see you. So EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. It is a way of tapping on energy meridians on your body, and this interrupts the fight or flight response. And it calms down your nervous system, and it lowers your cortisol level. So it's kind of one of those things where you can kind of like interrupt this thought process. You can actually use this in the middle of like really big emotions to calm down, but it's really powerful also to use when you're wanting to create new pathways. Like if you have this trigger and your common response is this, maybe it's shrinking, maybe it's like, we're talking about fear of failures and shrinking and stuff like that. So if you're having this thought where you're like, once you hit like a wall where you're making people uncomfortable, or you're having insecurities about failing or judgment, you're gonna do this. What your response will be is to like shrink and step back. And so you can use EFT tapping to just kind of rewire that and create new beliefs. And you can let go of these upper limits and these limiting beliefs, and you can really create a new reality, like a new belief that you want. And so EFT is so powerful for so many different reasons. Use it a lot for like overwhelmed moms, people who are leaders in MLMs, and also my breasties out there who are going through like all the emotional and physical stuff with having the BRCA1 mutation, for example. This would be awesome because sometimes I get so frustrated and it's hard to shut up. Right, I know, it's like this inner dialogue, this inner conversation about this is too scary, or someone's watching me and judging me, and so you're making people uncomfortable, right? So so I want to do this tapping round, and just know that this is very kind of surface based. It's very, hi guys, when you hop in here, say hi. It's very surface based because the power of EFT, like I said, is using your own words. And so as many words as you guys can give me in there, when you maybe you guys can type in some things before we get started about where you're at with showing up and shining, and this fear of failure stuff. Like, where are you sitting with that, and where are you feeling that in your body? Is it tension in your breathing and hard to breathe? Is it tensions in your neck? Just kind of tune into where you're feeling that. And the other thing you want to do is you want to give it a number. So fear of failure or fear of showing up and all that stuff, like between 1 and 10, what is your number? 10 being the highest charge on that emotion. And that way you can go back after an EFT round and kind of see where you are now. So if you're not able to tap with us right now, just come back to this video. It'll be up for 24 hours. And then I'm probably going to stick it up on my YouTube channel so that it's available for you at any time. But I kind of just want to get started. So if you're able to do this with me now and you've never done this before, it might look a little silly, it might feel a little silly, but it's really easy, it's gentle, and it's powerful. So all you're needing to do is kind of be my echo, like tap on the points that I'm tapping on, and then say the things that I'm saying. Just kind of repeat what I'm saying. And then as much stuff you can give me, the better. The more information about where you're at, the better, okay? So if you're just hopping in, oh wait, let me read. I typically had a fear of falling in life, go with the flow and focus on the positive. I get frustrated with myself because I know what I need to do in my business, but I don't follow through. Okay, yeah, so that's follow through. Like, is that because there's a fear, for example? So let me know where you're at with the numbers. It's all good stuff. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much for sharing that. But I'm gonna just jump into it, and we'll just kind of see what comes out of what we're doing. Okay, I just want to give you guys an experience. Just know that this is just very like I was saying, kind of like a surface level. It's more powerful with your exact words. So but this is going to be helpful. Okay, so all you're going to do is copy what I do, and we're going to start. I think it's fear of taking away from my family. It would be about an 8. Okay, taking away from your family. Okay, so I'll try to work that in there for sure. I have some notes, like basic notes of things that I feel like is kind of common around this subject. But that's a good one too. So fear of it taking away from your family. All right. So we're going to start by tapping on the side of your hand like this. Okay, and we're going to say, even though I have this fear, a fear that I'm going to fail, and a fear that this is taking too much time away from my family. And I deeply and completely accept myself. Good job. And even though I'm feeling this in my neck and shoulders, and I'm showing up to do all the hard things, I'm still feeling that people are judging me, and I'm not super comfortable showing up. And sometimes I have a hard time following through. And I deeply and completely accept myself. And even though I am showing up, I am doing all the hard things, I still have this fear of failure and being judged. And I end up shrinking instead. And that's okay. I deeply and completely accept myself. Okay, good job. We're going to tap on the top of the head. All this fear of failure, eyebrow point, it's hard to show up. Side of the eye, I'm afraid I'm looking silly. Under the eye, I'm afraid people are judging me. Under the nose, I'm afraid it's taking too much time. Under the mouth, too much time away from my family. Collar point, it's not safe for me to stand out. Under the arms, it's easier to shrink and stay small. Under the chest, I'm afraid to look silly. Wrist point, shining too bright is uncomfortable. Top of the head, shining too bright makes other people uncomfortable. Eyebrow point, so it's easier to stay small. Side of the eye, I don't want to take too much time. Under the eye, away from my family. Under the nose, all these things under the mouth makes it hard for me to show up. Collar point makes it hard for me to follow through. Under the arms, I am tired of doing this. Under the chest, it's exhausting to continue. Wrist point, it's exhausting to show up. Top of the head, especially eyebrow point, if no one is watching me anyways. Side of the eye, especially if I'm failing anyways. Under the eye, I'm not doing enough. Under the nose, I'm not real enough. Under the mouth, and people are judging me. Collar point, so it's safer to stay small. Under the arms, it's safer to blend in. Under the chest, it's safer to not follow through. Wrist point, all these fears of failing. Top of the head makes it hard for me to take action. Okay, pause there, take a breath. Okay, so this is a part where it's just the first round. It's kind of where we are acknowledging all of our emotions, honoring them, and just saying it's okay to feel this way. This is how I'm feeling, and that is okay. And that number that you guys had when you started, I want you to check in with it and see where you are now. And I want you to, if you can, type in the comments, even if you're watching the recording, type in the comments if anything came up for you or anything shifted. Because I like doing about 3 rounds. So the next round is kind of this like opening to new possibilities, opening your thoughts to new ideas and these new beliefs. And so if you can, let me know how that round felt, and hopefully you feeling like, okay, you acknowledged all these feelings, right? And then usually there's a little bit of a shift or some realizations with that. So I'm just going to check in and see, and if not, I'm just going to keep going to the next one. But I feel like at this point you might be open to seeing this a little bit differently. So we're going to tap on the side of the hand again. And we're going to say, even though I still feel a little bit unsafe, and I still have a little bit fear of failure, I deeply and completely accept myself. Okay, that's fine. Okay, good. Check in with me later, okay? And even though I have these fears of failure, I'm starting to see that I can do this differently. And I deeply and completely accept myself. Okay. And even though I would like to take my power back, I would like to follow through, I still feel a little unsafe. But I am open to new possibilities. And I deeply and completely accept myself. Okay, good job. Go to the top of the head. I still feel a little bit unsafe. Eyebrow point. I still feel, side of the eye, a little bit fear of failure. Under the eye, I would like to follow through. Under the nose, I would like to take my power back. Under the mouth, and be my own hero. Color point, someone is watching me. Under the arms, someone needs me. Hi you guys, we're just tapping on fear of failure. Under the chest, so I can't give up. Wrist point, I can't quit. Top of the head, I'm open to new possibilities. Eyebrow point, I'm open to doing this differently. Side of the eye, I forgive myself for believing. Under the eye, that it's unsafe for me to show up and shine. Under the nose, I forgive myself for believing. Under the mouth, that I'm going to fail. Color point, I'm giving myself permission. Under the arms, to do this differently. Under the chest, I want to take my power back. Wrist point, because people need me. Top of the head, I need me. Eyebrow point, my dreams matter. Side of the eye, so I can't give up. Under the eye, my journey is powerful. Under the eye, and I need to share it. Under the mouth, no matter how uncomfortable it is. Collar point, no matter how brave I need to be. Under the arms, I'm ready to let go of the fear of judgment. Under the chest, I'm ready to let go of the fear of failure. Wrist point, and open up to new possibilities. Top of the head, and new beliefs. Eyebrow point, I don't need to know how. Side of the eye, I don't have to have it all figured out. Under the eye, I can do this little by little. Under the nose, I can work myself up to this. Under the mouth, it is safe for me to shine. Collar point, I don't have to stay small. Under the arms, because my dreams matter. Under the chest, and my journey is powerful. Okay, taking a deep breath there. Okay, I want you to check in and see where you are now with the number, and are you following along? Are you starting to see this new belief? Are you starting to repaint the picture a little bit about showing up and having this fear of failure or judgment or no follow through? Let's see. I need to try this for a massive needle phobia. Oh yeah. I can message you. I could that's absolutely. We can work on that for sure. Let's see. So if you guys are starting to feel like you're ready to let this go, I just want to do one more round to just like solidify it and tap in some affirmations, because I always like to acknowledge where you are, honor all those emotions, and then open up to new possibilities and kind of open up your mind, and then change it over to these new beliefs. Awesome. Okay, so let's tap on the side of the hand again, and we're going to say, even though I have had this fear of failure, I have had this fear of judgment and follow through, I'm ready to take my power back now. I'm ready to be my own hero. And I deeply and completely accept myself. Especially because someone out there needs me. And I need me. And I deeply and completely accept myself. And even though I've had these fears, I understand that my dreams really matter. My journey is powerful, and it is safe for me to share it. And I deeply and completely accept myself. Good job, you guys. Top of the head. I'm taking my power back. Eyebrow point. It's safe for me to stand out. Side of the eye. I have all the support I need. Under the eye. My message is powerful. Under the nose. I'm not giving up. Under the mouth. I cannot give up. Collar point. My dreams matter. Under the arms. I am done shrinking. Under the chest. I'm done staying small. Wrist point is vital for me to shine. Top of the head. I am exactly where I need to be. Eyebrow point. Everything is working out for me. Side of the eye. Quitting is not an option. Under the eye. I am my own hero. Good job. Take a deep breath. Whew. Okay, so those of you who are on here, let me know how that felt. And hopefully you're having some shift and some release, and that number that you started with on fear of failing, fear of not following through, fear of standing out, fear of judgment, whatever that was, hopefully that is down a lot and you're feeling lighter and better. So if you guys are yawning or crying or shivering, those are all signs of like all these energies moving through you and releasing. Like those are all really good releases. Always welcome all kinds of emotions. Yawning is really common, and shivers. And like I said, this was more of a kind of a surface tapping round. So if this is you, if this feels really true to you, that you've had these struggles with these fears of, standing out or any of those, and you're wanting to claim your power back, and you want to get to a point where you're feeling okay with standing out and shining bright like a star, the star you are, right? and share your message, then send me a DM and we can chat one-on-one on how I can support you in that, because the one-on-one work can get so much deeper, and it's can get us down to the layers of where these beliefs started. And once you shatter where that core belief started from, then you can truly let it go and it won't come back. And so that's really, really powerful. So if that's something you are interested in, I do one-on-one coaching, and it involves more than just a weekly session. I'm just really like a self-love fairy cheerleader for you. We stay connected on Voxer, and I show up and share as much as I can and support as much as I can. So if that's something that you're interested in, please send me a DM. And I have in the link in my bio, I also have tons of different options. There is a tapping for kids. There is a tapping for you breasties out there who are going through the same stuff as me, and tapping with moms, like in the one-on-one. There's a lot of little options there. And so I want you to check that out if that's something that speaks to you, if it feels right. And as always, I'm here for you guys if you need anything. So, thanks for the hearts. You guys are the best. I'm probably gonna upload this on YouTube eventually. It's too long for the Instagram TV, but you guys can check it out for the next 24 hours, and then it'll probably end up in my YouTube link in my bio. So, have an amazing Friday, and take your power back, you guys, because you are here to shine. You are here to share your message. And it doesn't matter if you're making people uncomfortable. It doesn't matter if they pull away from you because you are shining so bright. Those are the kind of things that need to happen for us to move forward. You're so welcome. We truly need to claim our power back, be our own heroes. We got to do the work. We cannot give up, because we are the ones that really know our true desires and our passions and our purpose. And so for us, it's important that we show up and share it. And that means we have to let go of these fears. It means that we have to let go of that, of staying small and being okay with people getting uncomfortable around us, because this is what we need to do. We just need to do it, because there are so many light workers out there, so many journeys and so many stories to share and so much support. And you really do have everything you need. And everything's going to turn out better than you thought. So, okay, I'm going to hop off. Happy Friday, you guys. And yeah, send me a DM if you need me. I'm here for you. I love working with you guys. So